officials, and spectators to find days remains in the SSAC contest to the Blue Mountain Toppers and your Faulkner Eagles. The Southern State Athletic Conference, or the MAIA, are committed to promoting environmental inclusion and character-driven and embracing of the culture of diverse institutions. The MAIA empowers student athletes, coaches, officials, and fans to demonstrate all times our parents and kids to find core values: integrity, respect, responsibility, sportsmanship, and servant leadership to create a positive and competitive environment. Let's see our starting line. First of all, from Toppers of Blue Mountain. The 6'3" senior guard from Faulkner, New Jersey, number 0, Jalen Boyd Savage. A 6'7" junior forward from Oklahoma, number 1, Gavin Shannon. A 6'1" junior guard from Memphis, Tennessee, number 2, Jamarian Harvey. A 6'1" junior guard from Carolina, California, number 5, Michael Hill. And a 6'5" junior forward from Georgia, number 20, Luca Gonzalez. A 6'3" junior guard from North Alabama, number 1, Jordan Perry. A 6'1" freshman guard from Oklahoma, Alabama, number 3, Micah Thomas. A 6'3" freshman guard from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 4, Kamal Green II.
We started? Yeah, we're on.
Junior forward from
It has been 9 days since the Eagles last took to the court for a game that matters. 9 days of pent-up aggression, 9 days since we were last in Tyne Davis. This is David Turner alongside Will Lucas with your FSN staff here tonight as the Faulkner Eagles take on the Toppers from Blue Mountain College. Eagles control the tip. Last win for the Eagles was a 75-70 win over Stillman 9 days ago. Ball is inside. That first shot is missed from Tanner Vogel. Offensive rebound put back up. We'll get you the starters here in a second. And the same foe in Stillman for the Toppers last time out 6 days ago, and they emerged victorious as well. Now 2-3 on the season are the Toppers. So we'll get you these starters for first Blue Mountain. Number 0, Jalen Boyd Savage, a 6'3" senior guard from Pensacola, New Jersey. Number 1, Gavin Shannon, a 6'7" junior forward from Tupelo, Mississippi. Number 2, Jarman Harvey, a 6'1" junior guard from Memphis, Tennessee. Number 5, Michael Hill, a 6'1" junior guard from Santa Monica, California. And finally, number 20, Luca Goshadze, a 6'5" forward from Tishbili, Georgia. The starters for the Eagles, Will Lucas.
We have starting number 1, Jordan Turner Durley out of Florence, Alabama. Number 3, Micah Thomas out of Opelika, Alabama. Number 4, Kamal Green out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Number 14, Gabriel Rivera out of Orlando, Florida. And number 25, Tanner Vogel out of Bulliston, Australia.
Vogel with his second bucket of the ball game. The other one is by Kamal Green. It is a 6-0 lead early for the Eagles. And that is number 2, Harvey, bringing the ball up for the Toppers. In that game against Stillman, it was Gavin Shannon with a 30-point outburst for the Toppers in the win. And that's Shannon with the basketball, kicks back up top, drive to the elbow. Now Grant again knocked away by number 14, Gabriel Rivera. Shot is up, deep 3, knocked down.
3-point shot, Marion Harvey.
You may notice the Eagles without KJ Thomas here tonight in the lineup.
KJ Rogers is such a huge.
Yes, Rogers. I said Thomas.
He's a huge factor to this Eagles team.
Oh my goodness! Micah Thomas follows it with the putback jam. But KJ Rogers, a huge part of this team, as you were saying, Will. I'm sorry.
No, all good. He's such a huge part of this team, and so now we're going to need to see guys like Micah Thomas, Gabriel Rivera, and others to step up in his shoes.
That was number 10, Ezreal Yant, on the bucket for Blue Mountain. 8-5 is the Eagle lead. Gabriel Rivera back up top. Hand off to Micah Thomas. Back over, that is number 4, Kamal Green. Kicks it back out. Rivera off. Vogel with the offensive rebound, but he's going to get called with the over-the-back call. Substitutions in already. Number 30 for the Eagles, that's Levi White, a 6'5 freshman forward from Locust Fort, Alabama. Number 55, Jonathan Baker, in for the Toppers, a 6-foot guard from Starkville, Mississippi. So Yant with the basketball, hands it off to Hill. Hill inside, loses it, controlled by the Eagles. Thomas coming the other way. Thomas into the front court by his defender, kicks it out. Back up top, Thomas, wide open swing pass. Gabriel Rivera for 3.
That's just great movement there by the Eagles, getting it to the open man, getting it to Rivera for the wide open 3.
Good shot, kicks it for the better shot as Rivera's wide open. Back up top is the the Topper offense. That is number 1, Gavin Shannon, working in the post. Head fake, shot up and fouled against Levi White. Second team foul for the Eagles. 16-13 remain here in the first half. 6-point ball game. It's Gavin Shannon to the free throw line, the leading scorer for this ball club at nearly 20 points per contest. First free throw is good. Mixed results from the free throw line for him, just over 55% on the season. Second free throw good. Toppers set up in the press. Eagles trying to work in and get the ball in the middle of the court. As it is, Kamal Green gets it into the front court. Sets up the offense, handoff to Turner Durley. Durley over to the left, back to Kamal Green. He steps on the sideline, so a turnover for the Eagles. And again, that's been one of the bugaboos for this team early on in the season, averaging 17 per contest.
Yeah, and that's just something that you got to be more careful of. That's an easy fix there. Just be more aware of where you're at on the court.
Toppers up top, get into the elbow to Yant. Yant back out to Hill. Hill works on Thomas, gets it inside, back up top, high pass. Yant's going to have to put up a shot, 7 on the shot clock. Back out to Hill. Back up top, that's Baker for 3. Off rim, out of bounds. That'll bring Tanner Vogel back into the ball game. He'll get Levi White. Green now working against Michael Hill. Hand off to Turner Durley. Thomas back up top. He'll take the screen from Vogel. Get inside, kicks it out. Kamal Green again with the travel. 2 quick turnovers for Kamal Green on that same side of the floor. Baker works the point guard duties for the Toppers, brings it into the front court. Works against Kamal Green, back up top to Hill. Hill takes the 3, off the rim long, rebound controlled by Vogel. Turner Durley now with it into the front court, looks inside for the trailing Vogel, right up with it. Good job running the floor by the big man. eats that space inside, gets the bucket in the paint for the Eagles. 13-7 is the Eagle lead. Baker takes the screen from Hill, working against Thomas, goes to the baseline, back up top. Hill inside, drives, puts the shot up, knocked away, controlled by Shannon. He puts the shot up and it's missed. Finally controlled underneath by Jordan Turner-Durley, and then fouled immediately by Gavin Shannon. That gets us to the under 15 media timeout. We'll take it with them. This is the Faulkner Sports Network broadcast of Faulkner Eagle basketball. Thomas bring the ball up for the Eagles. Newly inserted games number 21, Ahmad Johnson. He gets it into Vogel and he's fouled underneath. Ahmad Johnson, a 6'1" senior guard from Huntsville, Alabama. No substitutions for Blue Mountain coming out of the timeout. Vogel to the free throw line. Shooting 67% on the season, just 6 attempts. This will be number 7 and 8. Vogel hits the first one. Second free throw up off the rim. Offensive rebound for the Eagles by Turner-Durley. Kicks it out to Thomas, back up to Rivera. Rivera open three, no good. Tipped out by Vogel, controlled by Turner-Durley. Gabriel Rivera working against his defender. That is a substitution for Blue Mountain now. Number 23 into the contest. That is Chris Tackett, a 6'8" junior from Ravinia, Ohio. Vogel inside, he's tied up. 2 topper defenders underneath. That's going to be a jump ball. There's only 1 second on the shot clock when Vogel had the ball. Seven-point lead for the Eagles, 14-7. Baker into the front court. Takes the screen from Shannon. Back up off the screen is Tackett. He'll hand it off to Hill. Hill works against Johnson. Gets inside, shot is up off the backboard and in. Johnson into Turner-Durley. Back out to Rivera. Deep three off the rim long. Rebound controlled by Shannon. Toppers get in the front court in a hurry. Back up top, Shannon. He'll answer with a three of his own. Knocks it home. That cuts the lead to 2. 14-12, a little quick 5-0 run from the Toppers. Thomas now working against this pressure, gets it to Rivera, back to Thomas. He'll look to drive on Baker, gets inside, layup, no good. Tipped out, controlled by the Eagles. And the pass was tipped out, corner 3, Johnson knocks it home. Ahmad Johnson being some quick offense for the bench, off the bench for the Eagles.
Great shot there, just getting the tip and then getting it in the corner. Great shot.
Baker takes a three, doesn't take the screen. It's a long, rebounded by Rivera. Into the front court, run the Eagles. Thomas works against Baker, back up to Turner Durley. He'll take the screen, kick inside. Ahmad Johnson again. Three is long. Rebound is controlled by Tackett. Baker into the front court. That's number 11, R.J. Robinson, into the game for the Toppers. Back up top, Shannon's going to take that deep three. He knocks it home again. 17-15. Shannon's feeling it again tonight. He's got 8 quick points for the Toppers. But number 11 inserted in the game for Blue Mountain, R.J. Robinson, a 6'2 junior guard from Grand Junction, Tennessee. Ahmad Johnson again, in and out. Thomas with the follow back again. 4 points for Thomas, all of them off offensive rebounds right at the rim from your guard. That's a good thing when you can get it.
Yeah, it's just great awareness there and just play recognition, seeing that the ball goes out, puts it back in.
It's going to be a cheap foul. Ahmad Johnson on Michael Hill as he's driving to the basket. The basket will count. Just the first foul on Ahmad Johnson. Substitutions for the Eagles. Number 5, Francois Donny Baba, the 6'4 wing from France. And then also into the ball game, number 12, Malachi Smith, the 6'1 sophomore guard from Atlanta, Georgia. And also back into the contest, Levi White, number 30, working against this Topper pressure. Ball into the front court. That is number 12. Malachi Smith knocks down the three from the wing. It's one way to beat the press. Take the quick three when you got it and knock it home.
And that's something that this Faulkner team, they have shooters. They have guys that when they're hot, they're hot.
There goes, speaking of hot, Gavin Shannon. 11 points already, 3 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 4 but from beyond the three-point line. And you're right, the Eagles do have some good three-point shooters and good shooters out on the wing, but haven't really shown it this year, shooting under 30% from beyond the three-point line as a team. 29% on the season coming into this one. So that's one of those things that I'm sure Coach Sanderson would love to wake up here in this one. 22-21 is the Eagle lead here. It's already the 4th turnover for the Eagles. 10-13 remain here in the first half. Screen kicks it back to Shannon, and a foul on Francois Donny Baba. First on him. That is the 4th team foul. Robinson looks to inbound for the Toppers. Kicks it back up to Jamarian Harvey. Harvey against Kamal Green, takes the screen of Tackett. Inside, the shot is up from the elbow and knocks it home. Jamarian Harvey with the bucket. Kamal Green into the front court. Back up top, now Donny Baba with it, drives inside. Tough basket for the Frenchman. Lays it up and in, 24-23. Answers right back after Blue Mountain had taken the lead. Levi White again reaches over and gets called with the foul. And that will take us to the under 10 media timeout of the first half. This is the Faulkner Sports Network. Blue Mountain to inbound the basketball. That's Harvey underneath the basket. Throws it way out to number 12 into the basketball game for the Toppers, Cam Carter, a 6'2" senior guard from New Albany, Mississippi. He'll go back over to Robinson. Robinson looks inside of the elbow, and that is Shannon again. Kicks it out to the three, Jamarian Harvey, long. Toppers will control the offensive rebound. Kamal Green, good job moving his feet defensively, gets the travel call. Tanner Vogel will check back into the game for the Eagles. Vogel, the quick early leader for the Eagles here, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Mentioned KJ Rogers being out for this one, so they've got to find some scoring from somewhere. Over 27 points per contest. Rogers coming to this one. Vogel inside, and he's fouled.
Yeah, as you said, it seems like Vogel has been that answer, at least to this point, using his size, getting to the line, and providing Faulkner with the opportunity of points there. But, to your point, KJ Rogers being out, he's been the X factor of this team. The first 2 games, especially, averaging 30 points a game and willing this team to those 2 overtime wins.
Yeah, he went on runs just by himself essentially in those first 2 games. It was incredible to watch, and he's been solid ever since, offensively and defensively. So it's plugging a lot of holes for the Eagles here tonight. And our stat ace, Jackson Parker, tells us about this man with the basketball, Gavin Shannon. Over 20 in the first 2 Topper contests and 30 last game against Stillman. So this man knows how to score the basketball too as he's up and fouled. Foul is on number 12 of the Eagles, Malachi Smith. Ezreal Yant will check back into the ball game for Blue Mountain. Referees discussing if this is a shooting foul or on the floor. 2 shots, they say. So Shannon back to the free throw line, already 2 of 2 from there in this one. First one up and good. Now 12 points for Gavin Shannon. Shannon, 6'7", long and athletic. You can see in the way he plays. Second free throw up and good as well. And that'll bring Ezreal Rant into the game officially. All Green now to Johnny Baba. Back to Green. Trap comes. Can't get rid of the basketball, but he's fouled in the process. That foul's going to go on Cam Carter, number 12.
Georgetown.
Donnie Baba triggers the inbound pass. Kamal Green handoff. Up top, weave action back to Kamal Green. Over to Donnie Baba, looks inside to Vogel, kicks it back out to Ahmad Johnson. Johnson works against Harvey, the ball's back up top. Kamal Green, deep 3. He's fouled on the 3-point attempt. Well, they can say the foul's underneath the basket. Referees talk. It is a push underneath the basket. It fouls on number 23, Chris Tackett. That's the second foul on him. Ahmad Johnson gets the ball into Kamal Green. One dribble, fadeaway jumper, knocks it home, does Kamal Green.
That was a great shot there, and Faulkner did catch a break there as time was expiring. They didn't really have a good look, but that foul saved them to get an extra possession there.
It did. Tackett down low, brings the ball down low. And then Topper falls down, and that's Donnie Baba with the foul on the other end. He'll go to the free throw line. Smart foul by the Topper defender. Make him earn it from the free throw line. Believe they put that foul on number 12, Cam Carter. Francois Donnie Baba. First free throw is no good. Second free throw. Up and in. Jalen Boyd Savage, number 0, checks back in for Blue Mountain, as does number 14 for the Eagles, Gabriel Rivera. So starters back in for the Eagles here, and that is Harvey. Kicks it to the outside to number 11, R.J. Robinson. Shot inside off the baseline and is good. 29-27, the Slim Eagle lead. Kamal Green now with it. He'll take the screen from Vogel. Work across the top of the key. Back out to Rivera. Back to Green. He'll take the three. Knocks it home. Kamal Green now with 7 points. 6:49 remain in the first half. That's Harvey taking the screen, kicks it back out. Yant with the shot, misses. Rebound control by Vogel. Now Thomas into the front court, knocked away, and he steps on the end line. Good job defensively by the Toppers, getting back, making that difficult for Micah Thomas. Now Harvey into the front court for the Toppers. Working against Kamal Green, back up top to Robinson. Robinson deep three. No good, but a whistle on the play. It's going to be on the far wing. Fouls on number 1 of the Eagles, Jordan Turner-Durley. His first foul, 7th team foul, so now 1-1. It's going to be Jalen Boyd Savage to the free throw line. Savage only 4 free throw attempts coming into this one on the season. First free throw up and in. Boyd Savage's second attempt. Up and in as well. So now 32-29, the Faulkner advantage. Kamal Green pushes it into the front court. Turner-Durley back to Green. Green sets it up top, over to Thomas. Back to Green. Turner-Durley into Vogel. Up top, good ball movement. Kamal Green with a three. It's long. Offensive rebound by Thomas. Knocked away, controlled by the Toppers. Break going the other way. Yant with it. Dunks it home for the Toppers.
That's great defense there by the Toppers, taking advantage of the mishandled ball there and cutting into this lead there for the Toppers.
And corner three, Turner-Durley's off. Vogel with the offensive rebound. That's going to be a foul on Yan inside. One thing we haven't talked about with this Blue Mountain team is this is a high-scoring team so far. They're averaging over 83 points per contest. They want to get out, they want to run, they want to score the basketball, and they want to turn you over. They're averaging nearly 14 steals per contest so far this season. The 2-3 record, you look at that, but when you look at some of these defensive numbers, a lot of things pop at you, and especially those steals. And we've seen active hands and making things difficult for the Eagles here early on in this one.
Yeah, that's a area that this Blue Mountain team, they want to get out to you quick, and they're just such an explosive team. And so Faulkner is going to have their hands full, and they've done a decent job at handling them defensively to this point. We'll see if that can continue.
And it's a 3-point lead for the Eagles, and you look at the rebound numbers, at least on our live stats, 14-4 is the rebound advantage for the Eagles. That ball's tipped up and around. Shannon again dunks it home. Shannon just gets inside and makes the Eagles pay. 1-point contest, 5:13 remain in the first half. Kamal Green back out, back up to Green. Over to Thomas, into Rivera at the elbow. One step in. He goes up and he's fouled. Fouls on number 1, Gavin Shannon. It's his first foul, 8th team foul. Rivera to the free throw line. Rivera 3 points so far in this one.
Hey, 13. Hey, gotta locate one though. Yay, 13. But you gotta locate one. You gotta talk on one. Where you at? Gotta talk on one.
Referees dealing with wet spots on the floor. It's a muggy night here in Montgomery, Alabama. Little warm spell here in Alabama. It's been unseasonably warm in the 80s the last few days, and that'll continue for a couple more.
Yeah, I'm not all about that, When it's November, it's supposed to be cool weather, I don't know about all this hot weather in November.
It's football weather, right? You're supposed to feel those pads popping. First free throw for Rivera rattles in. That'll bring in number 15 for the Toppers. That's Davis Altros, a 6'7" forward from Riga, Latvia. Rivera's second free throw is good. Toppers now look to come into the front court. Lacks pressure from the Eagles, looking for that trap at the half-court line. Yant kicks it down. Back out, corner 3 is good by Boyd Savage. That ties the ball game at 36 apiece. 4:44 remain. Turner Durley back up top to Green. Thomas inside of the elbow to Rivera. Back out, Turner Durley. 3-point up, no good. Thomas again on the offensive glass. 6 points, 5 rebounds for the guard. All 6 points off of those offensive rebounds.
That's just so great when you can have that kind of awareness and that kind of reliability from your guard to be there in those type of situations.
Absolutely. Kamal Green, trail 3, no good. Vogel with the offensive glass, no good as he's knocked around underneath. Rebound control by the Toppers into the front court. That's Yant with it now, back up top to Boyd Savage. They're going to slow it down. Kicks it over to Harvey. Harvey down on the baseline. That's number 11, R.J. Robinson. Back up top, Harvey, deep 3. Good. That gives the Toppers their second 1-point lead of the contest. Kamal Green up top with it. Over to Rivera, now to Turner Durley, back up top to Kamal Green. He'll take the Vogel screen, pulls up, shot off the rim left. Controlled by Harvey. Harvey brings it into the front court for the Toppers, working against Jordan Turner Durley. He'll set things up. 3:05 remain in the first half. Works off the screen. Looks to make his move at the elbow, spins inside, shot is up. Off the rim left, controlled by the Eagles. They'll go the other way. Micah Thomas inside, Euro step up over the top. Could not get the ball to go and slink over the rim. And Harvey controls the rebound for Blue Mountain. Gant back up top with it. He'll take the screen. Now the three. Off the rim, long. Rebound controlled by Jordan Turner-Durley. Now to Micah Thomas. Into the front court, no numbers. He'll wait for some help. Kicks it to Turner-Durley, back to Thomas. Turner-Durley, Rivera, he'll make his move. Gets inside. Shot is up. They're going to count the basket. Foul is on number 15, Davis Altros. It's the 9th team foul, and that will take us to the under 5 media timeout here in the first half. This is the Faulkner Sports Network. So to the free throw line out of the timeout goes Gabriel Rivera. Rivera 7 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal here in this one. First free throw up and good. After making the bucket, then getting to the free throw line after that. And he'll head to the bench. Levi White will check back in for the Eagles. Baker into the front court for Blue Mountain. Works against Thomas, comes back over the top. That is number 5, Michael Hill. He gets inside and he travels. That's the 6th Topper turnover. Also checking back in for the Eagles, Francois Donnie Baba. He comes in for Tanner Vogel. He kicks the ball out to Thomas. Thomas now looking for someone to get the ball to. Gets it to Turner-Durley up top. Levi White can't control it. And then it's knocked away, controlled by Michael Hill. Yant with it inside, no good. Turner-Durley goes to Thomas into the front court. Quick pass over. Can't control by Levi White. That was actually Ahmad Johnson who's in the game that kicked it to Thomas. The 8th Eagle turnover now results in possession for Blue Mountain, and the Eagles cling to a 2-point lead. Baker back up top. That is Altros. He hits the 3. And the Toppers back up by 1. Johnson looks for the screen, goes to Donnie Baba, fakes the handoff, gets inside, and he's fouled. Couple of Toppers there to put that one on. We'll see who they do. Put it on Jonathan Baker, number 55. It's a 10th team foul. 51.8 remain in the first half. Francois Donnie Baba's first free throw is good. Ahmad Johnson checks in, or not Ahmad Johnson, he's already in. That's Malachi Smith checking back in for the Eagles. Second free throw is good. Now 5 points for Francois Donibaba. Baker. See if the Toppers look to go 2 for 1 here on this one. Takes the Yant screen, back up top, kicks it to Yant. That's Hill, works off the screen from down low. Now Ahmad Johnson on him. It's going to be a foul on Johnson. Hill's going to go to the free throw line after that one. You look at these numbers for the Toppers in the first half. 58% shooting from the floor, 54% shooting from beyond the three-point line, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Hard to get a lot better from the floor for the Toppers.
It's not. You know, that kind of shooting percentage, it's hard to combat that, you know. And we just watched the Lady Eagles have a great shooting night of their own. And so getting to watch these teams shoot the ball well, it's fun to watch great teams play some great ball.
Toppers back up by 1. Levi White, good pocket pass inside. He gets the bucket, puts the Eagles back up by 1. Back and forth contest here in the first half. Now Baker into the front court looking for that final shot of the half. Altros hands it off to Boyd Savage. Back over to Baker. 3 to shoot. Corner 3 from Yant. Off the rim long. Toppers finally missed from beyond the three-point line. They're shooting 56% here in the first half. Eagles shooting 48.4%, but only 26% from beyond the three-point line. 31 shots for the Eagles. 15 of those have been from the three-point line. And it's really been the shooting that has led to Blue Mountain being able to really, in a lot of ways, control some of this, even though they're down 1. Because you look at these numbers, Faulkner controls the rebounding numbers 20-7, 11 offensive rebounds for the Eagles in this one. They lead the second chance points 13-0. You start looking at some of these other things, points off turnovers, it's an 11-8 advantage for Blue Mountain. It's just the fact that they're making shots right now that's got them where they are in this contest, and we'll see what the Eagles have for them here in the second half. We'll get back here in about 15 minutes. This is the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner Eagle basketball. It'll be Eagle basketball here to start the second half. Big thing to notice for the Eagles is figuring out some way to slow down Mr. Gavin Shannon of the Toppers. 15 points in the first half, couple of rebounds and a steal. Just looking to repeat the numbers he just put up recently against Stillman, where he had 30. Eagles into the front court. Kamal Green with it. Looks inside to Rivera at that elbow. Back up top to Thomas.
Yeah, to your point, Shannon, he's such a dangerous player because not only can he attack you from the inside, but he's also dangerous from three as well.
He is, and we've seen him pull up at least 2 deep threes on that one. Offensive or rebound tipped out by Tackett of the Toppers, who's getting the start here in the second half. Matching Vogel a little bit inside. Vogel with the screen up top. Turner Durley inside. Swiped away from Tackett, and the Toppers will go the other way. Harvey with it up top. He'll work against Thomas. Hands it off to Hill. Hands it off to Boyd Savage. Back up to Harvey. Goes to the high elbow to Shannon. Shannon back into the corner. And that's Harvey using the Shannon screen. Inside layup, no good. Rebounded by Gabe Rivera. Goes to Thomas, gets it up to Kamal Green. Green to Thomas to Rivera. 2 dribbles inside, knocked away, controlled by the Toppers. Boyd Savage into the front court with the quickness. Layup, no good. Rebound Shannon. 1 dribble, back up, no good. Eagles rebound, Green into the front court. Vogel running with it, tipped away and stolen by Harvey. Harvey 1-on-3, looks to do the damage himself. Kicks it back to Tackett. Shannon back inside. He misses the layup, trying to go up and under the basket. Length of Vogel plays a role in that one, you have to think. Green brings it in the front court. Scott Sanderson irritated with what he's seen of his Eagles coming out here in the second half. 18-12 remain in the ball game in this one. That's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Faulkner Sports Network. Micah Thomas inbounds to Ahmad Johnson, checked into the ball game. Back up top, Gabe Rivera, wide open 3. Off the rim long, and a foul inside. They're going to get Tanner Vogel. Nope, they're going to go Tackett on the Toppers. It's going to get him on the rebound attempt, so 20 seconds back on the shot clock for the Eagles. Johnson looks to inbound under the basket. Goes back out to Thomas. Screen by Rivera. Back over to Rivera. He'll take the 3. Knocks it home. Gabe Rivera now with 11 points. Second Eagle in double figures. Both with 11.
Rivera is a guy that he's going to have to catch fire if the Eagles want to stay competitive in this game. In their last game against Stillman, he was the guy that kind of played hero towards the end there. He had, I believe, 12 points in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and Rivera's a guy that they've got to have step up. And you said it last game, came out not shooting the ball well, and finally in that second half against Stillman really got things going and played well in that second half, had a good run individually and really controlled the game in the second half himself. But here makes the bucket, the three on the other end, comes down, gets the foul on Shannon there. Shannon makes the first free throw. And again, to the absence of KJ Rogers right now, Rivera's going to have to be a guy that steps up, as is Jordan Turner-Durley. He's the third leading scorer on this team, yet to get a basket in this one. 0 of 2 from the floor. He's got 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He's staying active. He's being productive, but he's going to have to put some points on the board for the Eagles as well. Thomas splits the double team, lobs up. Vogel misses the dunk. Hill inside on the other end for the Toppers. Rebound controlled by Rivera. Kicks it up to Turner-Durley. He'll stop. Pop. 3.
Looks like Jordan was listening to us.
He's a capable scorer. He's got to get some buckets here in the second half for the Eagles. 51-46 is the Eagle lead. That's Harvey up top to Shannon. Shannon works from that extended elbow, gets in on Vogel's shot over the Aussie, no good. Rebound control by Turner-Durley. Thomas works it back up top, sets up the offense, gets it to Ahmad Johnson. Johnson back over to Turner-Durley, now into Gabe Rivera. Back up top, Turner-Durley takes a 3 again, off the rim right. Rebounded by Blue Mountain. Harvey to Shannon. I think you're going to see a lot of Shannon here in the second half for the Toppers. He kicks the ball over, I believe it is number 0, Jalen Boyd Savage. Doesn't use the screen coming from Shannon, but does knock home a 3. Cuts the lead to 2. Thomas working to get some tough defense from Hill into Turner-Durley. Back out, Rivera for 3. Good. The senior starting to feel it here in the second half. That's 14 for Rivera. Harvey kicks it out, corner 3, off the rim, rebound control by Vogel. Thomas pushes the pace into the front court for the Eagles, gets inside, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out, trailing Rivera, no good, long off the back of the rim. Vogel tips it out, rebound control by Ahmad Johnson. Back to Turner-Durley, he'll dribble in, kicks it back out, Rivera for 3, knocks it home! 9 points for Rivera in the second half. $17 now for Gabe Rivera in this one, and that prompts a timeout from Blue Mountain. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with them. Again, Eagles continuing to control the rebounding numbers. 27-10 is the rebounding margin. 13 offensive rebounds to 2 for the Toppers. They will actually extend this to the media timeout, so we'll take it with them now. This is the Faulkner Sports Network. Harvey into the front court for the Toppers. He'll use the screen set by Hill. Looks inside to Shannon. Shannon working against Rivera. Kicks it back out. That's Boyd. Savage takes the three off the rim. Right. Rebound controlled by Vogel. He'll dribble it out. Gets it to Turner Durley. Hop step inside. Euro step. No good. But he's fouled on the attempt. Fouls on number 2, Jamarian Harvey. First foul for the junior. First free throw's good for Turner Durley. Now 4 points for him. Tanner Vogel already with the double-double in this one. 11 points, 10 rebounds for the Aussie big man. Second free throw's good for Turner Durley. Harvey now controls it for the Toppers. Works against Thomas, and a foul off the wing. That's going to be number 21. It's Ahmad Johnson on the foul. It's a third foul on Ahmad Johnson. Harvey inbounds, lobs it up to Tackett. He can't control it. Thomas with the rebound, racing the other way. Kicks it to Johnson. Layup good on the fast break point for the Eagles. Good break, really working against it was a 2-on-3 break for Thomas and Johnson. Several substitutions for the Toppers. That's number 11, R.J. Robinson, number 10, Ezreal Yant, and number 55, I believe it is, Jonathan Baker back into the ball game. Baker off the Shannon screen, kicks it right back out to him. Rivera couldn't get back in time. Three-pointer is no good, though. He stepped out on the inline, did Robinson, trying to control the offensive glass. Thomas now with it to Rivera. Hands it off to Turner Durley. Backdoor cut, great cut. Thomas up and good! Micah Thomas on the basket off the great feed from Turner Durley.
That's just great toughness there by Micah Thomas. Generating the contact there, following through, and getting the and one.
Right now for Thomas, he has 8 points, now 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, all career highs for the freshman. And Thomas has been one of those guys who's gotten minutes early on in his career. And if you've followed the Scott Sanderson era, that's one of those things it's tough for young guys to come in, but it shows their trust that they have in him as Yant races to the basket and lays it up through the defense of Vogel.
Yeah, and tonight, when you're down KJ Rogers, he's been one of those guys who's stepped up in his place.
He has. He's been really good. Fast break on the other end. That's Baker laying it up before the Faulkner defense can get back and get set. 64-53. Lead now ballooned to 11. 13:05 remain in the second half. Ahmad Johnson takes the screen back up top to Vogel. Now Thomas. Inside of the cutting Vogel, tipped away and stolen, but he steps out of bounds, so it'll stay Eagle basketball. So Ahmad Johnson triggers the inbound underneath the Eagle basket. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas off the screen. Tries to look inside. Good defense by the Toppers. Gabe Rivera for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Turner Durley into Vogel. Inside. The Aussie lays it up on the other side of the basket. Good head fake hesitation by the big man.
Good rebound, JD.
Shannon knocked away. Stolen by Turner Durley to Thomas. Back to Turner Durley. Lays it up and good. Fast break bucket for the Eagles.
The Eagles have found themselves on a run in the last few minutes of this half.
Layup no good by the Toppers, controlled by Rivera. Up to Johnson. He gets inside, lays it up. No good, but offensive rebound for Vogel, and he lays it in. Now the 15th offensive rebound for the Eagles. The 30th rebound of the ball game. And that is a full timeout from Blue Mountain. We'll take that one with them here on the Faulkner Sports Network. It is overall a 25-9 run here to start the second half for the Eagles. It is a 6-0 run the last minute and a half and a 19-4 run the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds of this contest for the Eagles to jump up 17 points as Baker buries a three from the corner to cut back into it for the Toppers. This was a back-and-forth contest in the first half. Nip and tuck, and now the Eagles have opened it up to a degree.
And that was just, a great timeout in the beginning of the half by Coach Sanderson, getting his team back in the right mental state, because when they had first started out, they had 3 straight turnovers, but then ever since then, they haven't looked back.
And Rivera had to be quick on that shot, off the rim short, out of bounds. And the biggest cog yet again here in the second half has been Gabe Rivera. 3 threes here in the second half. Been a huge part of this run for the Eagles. Baker looks at the Shannon screen, kicks it back to Shannon. He drives inside, kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson no good on the 3. Thomas now into the front court. 7 rebounds for the freshman guard. Rivera inside, lays it up and in through contact, no call. Rivera now with 19 in the ball game. Vogel with 15 and 11 rebounds to go with it. Shannon shot fake. Kicks it up for the 2 off the 1 dribble. Good. Shannon been really good tonight. 19 for him. Thomas into the front court. Now goes over to Malachi Smith, who's checked in the ball game. Turner Durley on the baseline. Throws it away. Stolen by Cam Carter. He's into the front court. Baker, corner wing 3, no good. Rebounded by Levi White. Back into the ball game for the Eagles. To Thomas, working against Shannon. Inside, shot up, lays it up. With the floater does Thomas. Shannon, head fake. Works against Rail, tipped away. Fouls on Gabriel Rivera, his second foul. That's going to get us to the under 10 media timeout here on the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of Faulkner Eagle basketball. Topper basketball. R.J. Robinson triggers the inbound. Kicks it into Baker. Baker working against Kamal Green. Kicks it back out to Robinson. Swing pass all the way over to Carter. He misses the three. Rebound, fought for. Tipped out. Haven't seen any signal yet. It was Yant and I believe Rivera tussling over the basketball. I'm going to call jump ball. It's a Blue Mountain basketball. Robinson into Baker. Takes it back up top, sets up the offense, gets it into Shannon at the elbow. Works off of him, Shannon spins inside, trying to go against Rivera. Takes the three, off the rim long, rebounded by Kamal Green, and he's going to travel. Defenders collapsed on him as soon as he tried to take off. Micah Thomas will check back into the ball game for Kamal Green. Toppers look to inbound, gets it to Shannon, right back out to Baker. Baker inside, shot up, no good. Offensive rebound. Toppers knocked away by Levi White. Thomas into the front court. Over to Ahmad Johnson, over to Levi White. He's fouled underneath the basket. Gavin Shannon on the foul. And it's been really a tale of two halves here. Toppers shot 56% in the first half. So far in the second half, with 9:02 remaining, they're shooting 25% from the floor. A vast difference here in this ball game. The Eagle defense has been much better here in the second half. They've been able to get on top of some of these scores, made things difficult, and they've gotten some help from Blue Mountain, missing some easy ones inside, as though that free throw's good from Levi White.
Yeah, that early first half of shooting the ball so efficiently was what was keeping them in that game, because all the other areas of the rebounding and the offensive rebounding, getting the second half or the second chance opportunities, if you're not getting that continued success in the second half, that's exactly what we're going to see as a result.
And you're right. It was rebounding numbers, all of those things. Faulkner's direction in the second or the first half as they continue here in the second half, but it was that hot shooting for Blue Mountain that kept them in it and kept that game close and tight and gave them the lead several times down the stretch of the first half. Had a foul inside on Malachi Smith. That sends R.J. Robinson to the free throw line. Robinson now 3 points here in the ball game, 3 rebounds off the bench for the Toppers. Second free throw up and good. Pass up top to Smith. He'll slow it down. Ball's knocked away, tipped away, going the other direction now for the Toppers. Harvey. Down to Yant. Back up top. Carter swings it. Ball back down to Yant, the post now. He'll dribble inside, shot up, hook shot, good. Look at that, old school basketball, it still plays. Ahmad Johnson back to Rivera. Got to get the ball over the half court. They do. Thomas tipped away, stolen by the Toppers up front. Drive inside by Carter. He lays it up and he's fouled, and the basket's going to count. It's going to be a third foul on Gabe Rivera. Turner Durley will check back in for Levi White. Kamal Green will check back in, as will Tanner Vogel. Rebounded, controlled by Vogel. Over to Green, back to Rivera. Green with it. Trap comes to Rivera. Corner three, Turner Durley. No good. Rebound controlled by Vogel. Inside to Vogel. Shots no good. Foul is on the floor. Good pass inside from Rivera. High up top. It was a great seal by Vogel underneath the basket. 76-64 is the lead for the Eagles. Largest lead of the contest has been 18, and that was at the 8:47 mark here in the second half. So the Toppers on a little bit of a run here, cutting into it. It's a 6-0 run last couple of minutes. Green back up top. Works against Yant, back up to Rivera. Now Green, screen either way. Goes inside, got to get the shot off. Shot's up. No good. Rebounded by the Toppers. Carter with it. Up to Robinson. Struggles to control it. Kicks it out. Harvey. Shot fake. Floater good from Harvey. It's now 10 points for Harvey, the second Topper in double figures. More importantly, it cuts the lead to 10. Turner Durley inside. Passes to Vogel. Vogel ducks it home for the Eagles. Great feed again by Jordan Turner Durley. That's his fourth assist. For Vogel, that's now a career high in rebounds and points for him. 17 points, 13 rebounds for the Aussie big man. Foul from Scott Sanderson. And this bench looking to clean some things back up. It's been a little bit of a Blue Mountain run. He's trying to control that, keep them back out. 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Eagles shooting 54% here in the second half. Great clip for them. The defensive intensity has improved here in the second half. They're making Blue Mountain take more difficult shots. And again, the biggest number is they are absolutely controlling the backboards here in this one. 37 rebounds to 13 for Blue Mountain. 16 on the offensive glass. 23 second chance points to 0 for Blue Mountain, and that has been the huge advantage, and that leads them to controlling the paint, 36-18, doubling them up. Carter with the basketball to Yant. Yant loses it, controlled by Turner Durley. He goes the other way for the Eagles. He struggles to control it. Inside Rivera, shot up, no good, can't get it off the offensive rebound. There's a foul underneath the basket. You can't tell who was on. Referees everywhere. Foul zone number 23, Chris Tackett, his fourth for the Toppers. Vogel to the free throw line. $18 points now for Tanner Vogel. Michael Hill checks back in for the Toppers. He'll get Cam Carter. Second free throw good for Vogel on that trip. Harvey picks it up, working against Thomas. He'll take the Tackett screen, gets inside over Vogel. Out of control, shot. Rebound by Thomas, going the other way for the Eagles. He's inside, lays it up, and good on the scoop shot for Micah Thomas. Harvey with a deep three. No good. Vogel on the rebound. Micah Thomas stepped up in a big way here for the Eagles tonight. 13 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Shot no good. Toppers come the other way. That's Robinson working inside. And our stat ace, Jackson Parker, tells us for that 14th assist for the Eagles in this one, they're one off of their season high as a team. Francois Donnie Baba checks back into the contest. Vogel will check out. Tipped away by Turner Durley. It'll stay Topper basketball. Cam Carter checks back in for the Toppers. Harvey will exit for the time being. Carter controlling the basketball, kicks it back up to Hill, into Yant. Tackett with it now, spins inside, back out to Yant. Back into Robinson on the baseline. He works inside. Nice little under dribble there. Cups it with his hand, lays it up, working through two defenders. 82-68 is the Faulkner lead. Thomas to Donnie Baba inside, high dribble over the head, and knocks home the little baseline block jumper.
Yeah, that was a great shot there by Baba. You know, it was a very difficult shot. He was fading away and still able to have the concentration to be able to put that in.
Rebounded by Baba underneath. He's fouled by Yant. So with 4:41 remaining in the second half, that gets us to the under 5 media timeout. This is Faulkner Sports Network. Francois Donnie Baba to the free throw line. He's got 7 points here on the night. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Been effective in his 8 minutes of play here. First free throw up and good. Gavin Shannon checks back into the ball game for Israel Yant.
In the gaps, Jordan, in the gaps.
Second free throw's good. It's Carter into the front court for the Toppers. Back to Hill. Goes to Tackett. Tackett back to Hill. It's knocked away, almost stolen by the Eagles. Hill inside, lays it up, no good. Rebound controlled by Rivera. Jamal Green looks to set up the offense, kicks it to Rivera, back over to Thomas. Turner Durley, Donnie Baba, Jamal Green. Turner Durley, Thomas, 5 to shoot. Thomas inside, lays it up and in on the scoop. Pretty move by Micah Thomas getting inside. It's now 15 for Micah Thomas. Carter inside against Thomas. Shannon now with it, working against Rivera. Shot fake, shot up, good. 21 for Shannon in this one. 88-70 is the Faulkner lead here, and it has been the tale of the second half for the Eagles with the intensity and the way that they played offensively that's opened this one up.
And, you know, when you think about how this Faulkner team has played up until this point in this season, they've characteristically gone off to, you know, hot starts, and then they go into some spells of inconsistency and let teams back into the game. But it's nice to see that you can see a team can win in different ways, as we're seeing tonight with a potential win here tonight, that the Eagles can go toe-to-toe with the team in the first half and then go on a strong run in the second half and maintain that run and maintain that consistency.
You can, and look, Blue Mountain, they look like they're much better than the 2 and 3 that they've got so far. They've got talent, they've got depth, they play a lot of guys, they play tough defense, and it's just one of those things that here tonight it hasn't been in the second half, and it's really come down to the rebounds. But you just see that right there. Tough defense. They harass Kamal Green, get another steal there, and get fouled going the other way. After the steal on the last possession and the dunk from Michael Hill, individual effort has been there for the Toppers tonight. Carter's second free throw is up and good. Pressure from the Topper defense, trying to get out of it. Up to Ahmad Johnson. He's going to slow it down. Here comes the pressure. Now the trap. Foot was on the line, so turnover for the Eagles. That's turnover number 20 for the Eagles tonight. And again, that's one of those things that have been a problem. Averaging 17 on the season, now 20. That number is going to go up. Carter working off the Shannon screen. Back up to Shannon, over to Hill. Hill inside, back out to Shannon. Great drive inside, shot up and good. Gavin Shannon yet again answering for the Toppers. 88-76, leads down to 12. And another turnover for the Eagles. It's going to prompt Ahmad Johnson to enter the game again. Hill looks to inbound the basketball for the Toppers. Shannon working against Rivera. Back up to Baker. Baker inside, lobs it up to Tackett. Tackett down, one dribble, up and in. Leads now 10. Toppers trying to make a run. Faulkner scoreless nearly the last 3 minutes of the ball game. It's a 10-0 run here in the last 2:42. It's going to get Tanner Vogel back into the ball game. What have we seen with Blue Mountain in this last run, Will?
Well, we've just seen consistency here, and Faulkner, they haven't been able to take advantage of some opportunities, but that's just to credit the Blue Mountain defense here. They've done a really good job at taking some very difficult shots. Faulkner's defense has played well, but Blue Mountain's done a really good job at attacking their defense.
It's one of those things that it's been the steals, it's been the turnovers, and Blue Mountain's been able to top those things off, no pun intended, and take advantage of those things. And that's kept them right back in this ball game, got them in a position with a minute and a half left. They can make a run here, and that foul is going to get Rivera to the free throw line. Fouls on Gavin Shannon. So that's 4 fouls on Gavin Shannon. That's going to be something to remember for this last little stretch here.
Yeah, that's really an unnecessary foul there, and one that you'd wish that you could have back, because 1, it's on your star player. Number 2, you're getting a guy to the line, and it just wasn't really necessary.
Yeah, 90 feet away from the basket. It's not an ideal place to commit a foul. Only thing for Blue Mountain is that it stops the clock here. And you're just hoping that Rivera can help you out by missing the free throw, and he does. And it's tipped out by Tackett. Can't control the rebound. Turner Durley back up top. They're going to spread it out. Rivera works against Yant. Trap comes. There's Thomas. Thomas tries to get it to Vogel. Pass is low. Vogel tries to save it, throws it away. That's now turnover number 22 for the Eagles. Hill brings the ball up to Tackett. Hands it off to Hill. Hill stops, pops. 3 is good. 7-point ball game. 1 minute remaining. Pass into Vogel. Back to Rivera. Toppers have climbed all the way back in this thing. Can they pull it off? Turner Durley gets it back to Rivera. Think a foul comes. There it is on Yant. 45.3 remaining. Rivera missed his last free throw. We talked about the shooting of Blue Mountain. The first really 14, 15 minutes of the second half, shooting about 30%. That's climbed up to 42% here on this last run from Blue Mountain. This is a 13-0 run the last 3 minutes. Free throws up and good for Rivera. For Rivera, that's now a season high in points with 20 here on the night. Credit to Jackson Parker, our stats researcher there. Second free throw up and good. Topper's got to get points in a hurry. Baker inside, drive on the pass, ducks it home, does Yant over Vogel, and he's fouled. The foul's on Vogel. Leads back down to 7. Can be 6 if Yant makes this one. Shots long. Yant gets his own rebound. Can't lay it back in. And another foul, I believe it is, on Vogel. So that's now 2 shots at the free throw line for Ezreal Yant. Yant with 8 points.
Put them away. Free throw box up. Do it every day. Every day. Every day we do it.
Free throw's no good for Yant. Questioning the 1-and-1. There is a second free throw.
It's our ball, ain't it?
Yant's second free throw up and good. 90-84, the 6-point ball game now. Toppers all the way back in it. Back to Rivera, ball's tipped away. Into the front court for Johnson to Vogel. Vogel dunks it home. 19 for Vogel. Toppers into the front court. Yant loses control. Now he's trapped back up top. Deep three for Robinson. Knocks it home. 92-87. 5-point contest. Johnson with it. Ball's knocked away. It stays with the Eagles. 92-87. Over to Thomas. Now Rivera, 14-13. Rivera inside to Vogel. Takes his time, lays it up and in, and that should do it. 94-87. 3 for Yance, no good. 1.1 remain. The Toppers were game, but will not be able to come back and pull it off. It's a team high, or season high, for team assists for the Eagles in that one. Look, that one it went from a 20-point lead here in the second half for the Eagles. Toppers all the way back. End up losing by 7, but made a game of it definitely in the last 5 minutes. Came back, controlled that last 5 minutes in a big way. It was them on a run, and it all started with that defensive pressure for Blue Mountain, clawing their way back into this one, giving the Eagles a scare here in Tyne Davis tonight from what looked to be the first 13 minutes of the second half, almost a runaway. And look, Blue Mountain's good. They're gonna get some things together, and they're gonna be pulling some things together. You see the defensive intensity. You see the way that they play. They want to get up. They have capable scorers. They're going to be a team to look out for in the SSAC this year for sure, and this SSAC opener for the Eagles tonight. And the Eagles able to weather the storm yet again and come out of Tyne Davis with a W here after controlling the glass in a big way here in this one. 39 rebounds for the Eagles tonight, 15 for Blue Mountain, 17 of those on the offensive glass. They control the paint 48-28. They control second chance points 25-1. You look at all of that, and yet this thing's still a 7-point contest here at the end of the game, Will.
You know, it's a crazy game because when you look at the first half, Blue Mountain, they shoot the ball so efficiently, and it's because of them shooting the ball so efficiently that they stay in the game. Faulkner able to out-rebound them and just lead pretty much every statistical category. But their shooting is what kept them in. And then we see the start of the second half, 3 straight turnovers for Faulkner. And then you come out of the timeout in that second half, and you see a completely different team. And so that was really the turning point of the game.
It was.
When they came out of that timeout, credits Coach Sanderson there, getting his team's mindset in the right spot, and they were able to go on a run from there, and they never looked back.
Yeah, and again, it was a big run that started off the hand of Gabriel Rivera, 3 straight threes just about there in that second half in that run. He ends with 21 points on the night for the Eagles, and what kept Blue Mountain in this ballgame was turnovers for Faulkner, 22 on the night, and Blue Mountain was able to capitalize. Points off turnovers for Blue Mountain, 28 points on the night here off of those 22 Faulkner turnovers, so they are able to do some damage off of that. But we'll run some of these numbers for you here. Leader for the Eagles here in this one was Tanner Vogel, 23 points, 13 rebounds, both season career highs for him here at Faulkner. 21 points for Gabe Rivera, season high for him, 6 rebounds. For Micah Thomas, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, all career highs for the freshman. Stepped up in a huge way for them tonight. And then 9 points for Francois Donnie Baba off the bench for the Eagles tonight, giving them some big minutes in a big way. And for the Toppers of Blue Mountain, 23 points, great night for Gavin Shannon. 3 rebounds and an assist for him. Then Hill, Michael Hill, the second leading scorer for the Toppers, 12 points, couple of rebounds for him. And then finally it was number 2, Jamarian Harvey, with 10 points and 2 rebounds and a couple of steals from this one. as all said and told, the Eagles come out with a win again here in Tyne Davis tonight, and still a lot of things to correct, but you get that W, which is what matters the most here this time of year. And for the Eagles, back in action Saturday here in Tyne Davis against Tennessee Southern. They'll tip 2-ish. It all depends on the women's game that tips at noon. So please come back and join us if you're willing to hear and to put up with us. But as it is, for Will Lucas, for Seth Page, our statistician here tonight, for our stat ace Jackson Parker, and for our entire Faulkner Sports Network crew, good night to you, and we will see you on the next one, Lord willing.